Hello guys, welcome to HanksPrecisionGunParts.com and Hankins Custom Rifles. What I want to talk to you guys about today are some primer modules. Now, I don't understand why, but I have several people that send me these primer modules back and say they can't get the primers in. So I had this guy sent me some back. I got them, I opened them up this morning and I thought, well, this happens regular. And I can't believe that it keeps happening, that guys can't get these primers in these primer modules. I don't know, I had to have one guy actually tell me he's trying to put them in with his thumb. Well, that's not gonna work, fellas. You can't put them in with your thumb. You gotta have the right tools. But these modules came in the mail. I got a note. It says primers won't seat all the way in, they stick out. Well, I've already checked a couple of these in this bag. And I wanna show you guys what we do here at Hank's Precision Gun Parts when we manufacture these. Each and every one of these primers, when it comes out of the machine, is checked with pin gauge. That pin that I use is 204 diameter. It's a little bit tight, but that's what I want. It makes your primers modules last longer, makes the primer seal up tighter, you don't get any blow by. I have made literally tens of thousands of these primer modules. And I guess really out of everybody that's bought them, the percentage of people that send them back are pretty small, but still in all, the percentage of people that send them back it's enough to make me want to do this video. So I use the cheapest handheld priming tool that you can buy. I've had this Lee priming tool, the cover's broke, I got tape holding it on. I've had this tool literally for 10 or 15 years. These are 4570 primer modules, so you need a 4570 shell holder. If you're using a Lee handheld priming tool like this one, it's a shell holder number 8. Large rifle Magnum primers. These are Federal Gold Medal Match, and I have 5 left in this package. I'm gonna dump those out right here. Gonna set them on the table. And I know I've done videos on how to prime these before, but I'm doing this one again just to refresh guys that maybe can't find the video. It's too far down the page or whatever. But we're going to take the primer, we're going to put it in the priming tool, face up. And I do these one at a time because my lid is broke and it's just as easy to put them in one at a time. We're going to slide the primer module into the tool. And we're going to squeeze the handle. Now, I don't know if you guys want to just sit there and squeeze it with one hand. You got to have a pretty good grip, even though I can put it in with one hand. I just did it, one hand. Take it out, run your finger across the back of it. That primer is in all the way. I don't know why this guy sent these back saying they stick out too far. The phone call conversation, he said they were sticking out like 10 thousandths, and they're not. These are perfect. Had another guy, he's an old guy, he called me up, said he just didn't have enough strength in his hand to put it in. Well, now I can't help that, you know. But the best way to do it is 2 hands. Push it right in, done. Feel the back side of it? It's perfect. It's flush. Put your next primer in. Perfect flush. The next one, that's one hard to put in. Perfect. Got one primer left. Pick another one out of the bag, put that one in, and that one's perfect. Now this guy that sent these back to me told me he was using an old reloading press, and he was using the ram on the press to put the primers in. I don't know if he ran out of stroke on the ram, if it just wouldn't pull them down far enough. Maybe there's other things that can go wrong with you guys when you're putting these primers in, but it's not the primer modules. The primer modules are machined and manufactured to very tight tolerances, and like I said, we check every single one for diameter. So if you're having primer module problems, don't go and send them back to me right away and say all the primer modules are bad. Look into the other problems that can be causing it because it's not going to be the primer modules. What I do is we send these back to me. I prime your same modules. I put primers in them for you, and I send them back showing you that, hey, these primers went right in. I've done that numerous of times. I can't literally primer every module I send out of here because I'm selling these things thousands and thousands. I've got a machine dedicated that makes these things day in and day out. So if you're having primer module problems where your primers ain't fitting in, look into what else it could be before you jump the gun and send me the primer modules back, because there's nothing wrong with them. But anyway, I just wanted to run that video out there to you guys real quick. These work the same as the 308 modules, as my Magnum modules, as all the rest of the modules. Now, I will tell you this, if you buy the aluminum bronze modules, the pin hole is the same size, but the aluminum bronze is much stronger. So it is going to be harder to put the primer in, but they'll still go in there. I've done thousands of them. So remember that. If you buy the aluminum bronze modules because you want them to last longer, expect everything else to go along with it to be a little bit more difficult. They're harder to close in the bolt. They're harder to put the primers in. You got to give a little bit to gain a little bit. So to me, I don't know, you really don't need aluminum bronze modules. I made them because people requested them, but you don't need them. Buy the brass modules. They last plenty long enough, and they're a lot easier to use. So till the next time, guys, I hope this video helped you out. We'll see you later.